Okay. Our next guest, I'm very excited about this. She is the founder and CEO of Floss Bar, which is an on-demand dental service. And I don't go to my dentist enough. I don't think you go to your dentist. Like, who has time
I go to the
for it,
dentist
right?
a lot. They know me at my dentist.
Okay, good for you. That's the
yeah.
exception. I don't go to my dentist nearly enough. I try to brush my teeth, regularly, like how doctors advise. So, welcome to the show, Eva Sadej. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing quite well. Nice to meet you both.
So, Floss Bar.
Yeah.
Wait a second. This isn't a dental office.
Yeah,
like, how does this work? By the way, I've seen you on the street.
On the street?
No, I mean like your storefront.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you have a floss. Don't you have a storefront?
No, those are copycats.
Oh
my God! That means you're big enough. That means you're big enough that people copy you.
We've started the trend of on-demand dentistry. Definitely.
So how does it work?
So we're like the flu shot people. We go out to corporations and we serve their employees right at their workplace. What we used to do before is actually the concept that you're alluding to, which is having people actually come direct to customer to our locations. And that's what spurred the trend of multiple copycats. So we do a different thing now. We tried that, but this was actually a much faster growing market.
So you come to the office?
Yeah, we come to the office.
Do you go to homes?
No, we don't go to
homes.
Anywhere there's a huge grouping of people with teeth and their HR super excited about dentistry is where we go.
Okay, so basically if you're an individual and then you're like, I work from home, then they cannot enjoy your service yet.
They can at one location in Manhattan, but at about 70 corporations across the U.S., employees are enjoying our services.
Okay.
Do you do fillings at the office?
Sometimes, yeah.
Wow.
It depends on how severe it is.
So let's say you clean my teeth, right? And you find, you need a little dental work. How do you guys do that?
Well, so we have a referral system. So sometimes if we're actually doing our whole comprehensive set in our giant trucks right outside a factory or something, we're going to be doing more. But we usually just do preventative dentistry and whitening. So if you need something more, we refer you over to the local dental community and dentists we trust. So we operate as a concierge as well.
Awesome.
Right. See, you guys charge, I believe, $95 for a routine cleaning service?
Correct. It's like Warby Parker pricing.
Yeah, and then can I use insurance for that?
Yes, you can.
Okay, and then because normally even though we don't necessarily pay for it, but the average rate, I believe in some state, including New York, is about $200. How do you manage to stay below that?
So the main thing is that we're a volume driver for dental practices. If we're going into the corporation, we're doing very affordable services. People are then referred over to the dentist. And so then the people that come on site are willing to work for a little less because they're getting that huge added benefit of that referral funnel to their offices.
Got it. Yeah, interesting. So people tend to avoid the dentist, right? And you're bringing the dentist to their workplace. Right now I have a filling that just fell out, so I'm due at the dentist next week, unfortunately, right? But we don't really get the warm and fuzzies about dentists, and we only really go when it's an emergency.
Yeah.
How are you trying to change that culture?
Yeah, so people who don't go to the dentist are doing so for 3 reasons. One is fear. It's not exactly a warm, fuzzy thing, as you were mentioning. Cost. It's expensive on average, like you said, as well as time. It takes 3 hours door to door.
Oh, it's crazy.
From your workplace.
Yeah.
And so by putting a fun consumer millennial brand on top of it and solving those issues and then having great quality control and a training program for our clinicians on customer service, we're making the experience much better, much more convenient, much like we're used to these days in terms of service.
How do you think the government or the private practitioners can make this a more friendly experience, to make it a little more fuzzy, a little bit more like urgent? Because nobody is saying dental care is not important. It's just sometimes we're like, I can put it off.
It's the principles that are threefold. So no shaming, no upselling, and no surprise fees. That's what's really important.
That's revolutionary, honestly. Yeah. And that's not how medicine works these days.
Not at all.
Yeah. But it can work this way.
And it can be profitable for everyone.
Absolutely. It's a puzzle. How do you put the puzzle together so that the incentives align? So for patients, they want that. Dentists want more patients. A lot of them are the most in-debt students in the country.
Yeah.
Insurance companies want you to use preventative care, so that, and then employers want to keep employees at the workplace. Yeah. So it aligns the incentives.
So tell us about you. How did you come up with this idea? Are you a dentist, or how did you get involved with this?
I mean, I'm an immigrant from Brooklyn. My family came here with 4 kids, no English, $100.
From the Balkans, or?
From Poland.
From Poland,
oh, wow.
Okay. So they live in the American dream.
Live in the American dream, that's right. It's, start from the bottom, go to the top, be an entrepreneur, do a stint in finance while you're at it at Ray Dalio's company. So it was really, that spirit of my parents of being trailblazers that gave me the confidence to really do it, because confidence is the currency of the workplace these days.
Which year were you at Bridgewater?
2012 to 2017.
Oh,
wow,
cool.
you were there for quite a while.
You were there for a long time.
And where does the idea for a dental-oriented business come from?
So I was sitting, I was tracking oil markets. And oil markets are some of the most volatile assets. So you're not going to leave your desk. You're not going to leave your desk. You're not going to get your preventative
Might as well
care.
just chain yourself to the desk.
You might as well, because you want to track your oil markets
Of course.
and help make billions of dollars for your company. And so, honestly, you start smelling. You start smelling. If you can't go get your teeth cleaned, you feel it. So it's just a basic human thing to really get the dental appointment.
Teeth get really dirty if you don't clean them twice
Yeah.
a year. I don't think people realize that. They go years without cleaning them, and it gets real
Which is
nasty in
ridiculous.
there.
Yeah.
And it not just gets dirty, but you're doubling your risk of heart disease, stroke, and diabetes by having periodontal disease. So half of America has some form of advanced gingivitis or periodontal disease, meaning that for those set of issues, they have double the risk.
Wow.
Like your teeth are actually, and your gums are a portal to your bloodstream. So that science isn't well circulated in terms of our education.
Well, now it's circulated a bit better. Now you've been on this show and told everybody about it.
I've told everybody.
Yeah.
I hope they listen.
Yeah.
Well, Eva, your story is impressive and inspirational. Thank you for taking the time to talk to us
Thank
today.
you.
Thank you for having me.